Hey guys, it's Mysticus here, and welcome to the Sea of Thieves Guide for Beginners. If you haven't seen my first video on this series where I talk about outposts and companies, don't be afraid to go check that out. Anyways, in today's video, I plan on showing you guys a thing or two about the ships in Sea of Thieves and how to navigate with them. At first it seems confusing, but once you get the hang of it, it is a real piece of cake.
Hear me when I say, don't blame it on the
Let's start off with the three types of ships you can use. There's a sloop, a brigantine, and a galleon. The sloop holds 1 to 2 crew members, the brigantine holds 2 to 3 crew members, and the galleon holds 3 to 4. I haven't actually been a part of a crew in a while, so I couldn't tell you much about the brigantine or the galleon other than its crew size, amount of cannons it has, and whatnot. But the sloop, me and that little dude are best friends for life just because I've been using it for so long. The sloop has 2 cannons, the brigantine has 4, and the galleon has 8. I think that's the most essential stuff right there, as well as your crewmates who will do all the labor for you, and if they don't, you can just throw them in the cell. Those are pretty essential, as well as the cannons, which you can use to put holes in other people's ships and launch yourself up into outer space with. I mean, what more could you ask for, right? Oh right, and bananas. Those things are lifesavers, literally. Eat a few and your health will be restored. Don't you just love the power of food? Because I sure do. It is pure magic. Now let's get into navigation. You got your compass, your maps, your wind, and your sails, and your wheel to help you navigate through the deep blue sea. So first you got to set a voyage active. In order to do this, you must locate the table inside your ship that reads Proposed Voyage. Then choose the voyage you want to embark on and place it on the map. One or more maps, bounties, or to-do lists will pop up from the selected voyage in your quest menu. Now you must find the large map on your ship that contains the island you will have to travel to in order to complete the quest. Now, there are quite a few islands, so it may take some time getting used to each island location, and you'll get used to it once you start traveling to all these islands a bunch. Anyways, once you find the island on the map, mark the island by simply, if you're on PC, left-clicking and zoom out so you can see where your ship is and where the island is. There's also a compass located on the big map. From where your ship is to where the island is that you want to get to, there's a direction shown on the compass that is used in order to get there. Once you know where you are going and how to get there, you can leave. All that's required now is to lift that anchor up and you are good to go. Once you know what direction you have to go up to your ship deck and locate the sails. There are 2 components of the ship that controls the sails. There's the sail angle and the sail length. Sail angle works with wind. When the sails face towards the wind and your sail is all the way down, it will give your ship a speed boost. The sail length also contributes to how fast or how slow you may go. All the way down will allow for your ship to have more speed, and all the way up will cause your ship to slow down quite a bit, which can be useful when trying to avoid rocks or islands. And it can be useful when trying to do a perfect parking job, and trust me, you will attempt that at some point. Remember that direction you have to go to get to that island you want to go to? Well, now you can use the compass next to the steering wheel to get in that direction. Obviously, the wheel's job is to help you steer. However, there is a middle ground on the steering wheel indicated by this golden colored handle. The golden handle also appears when you have gone as far left or as far right as you can possibly go. The middle ground is useful for helping to straighten out your ship when you want to go in a particular direction instead of just veering off in a complete opposite direction on accident. Oh no. You're under attack by a megalodon, a kraken, and a galleon all at once. It's time to get to repairing those holes that are causing your ship to sink so rapidly, but how do you fix them? Luckily, you can fix your ship by using wooden planks. There is a barrel that contains a few of them to start off with, and all you have to do is equip the wooden plank, go over to the hole, and repair that dang thing. Once all the holes are repaired, you have to whip out your bucket and start scooping up all that water and pouring it overboard a few times. Before you know it, your ship is as good as new. But now, it's time to defend yourself. Cannons will become your best friends, and the feeling you get when you have successfully sunken another person's ship or have taken down a megalodon, a kraken, or a horde of skeletons is absolutely exhilarating. All you have to do is locate the cannonball barrel on your ship, take them out of the barrel, equip the cannonball, load that baby up in the cannon, and fire away. Also, if you ever run out of bananas, wooden planks, or cannonballs, there are plenty scattered across the islands, and sometimes you'll find random barrels of stuff floating in the water that contain such items. There's no way I'm jumping in the water when a megalodon is circling my ship just to get to those supplies, so we're just gonna hold off on that. Anyways, there are also different kinds of cannonballs, but I'll leave that up to you guys to find out what they do because they're all quite fun and different and unique. Wow, now you know how to navigate the seas! Well, okay, that was a little dramatic, but now you know how to navigate the seas. I'm so proud of you all for having watched this far because it means that you are eager to become the most fierce and thieving pirate Sea Thieves has ever seen. Anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to show your support, as I appreciate any support that I can get from you guys. And stay tuned for video 3, where I will be going over the different types of different locations and chests and skeletons, etc, etc, etc. And that concludes the video. Thanks for watching, you guys, and see ya later.